Hello, everybody. I'm Jordan Ray.
Yeah, I'm Brian Avila. I didn't know we were doing that.
And that's staying in. And welcome to the next episode. I was going to say episode 3. You're throwing me off. Welcome to episode 3 of the BC Dub podcast. BC Dub, BC Dub, BC Dub. Where today, we got some things to discuss. Yeah. Some good things, some really sad and tragic things that I don't know if you like. We want to start with that and get it out of the way. Because there's not too much to talk about, but it does need to be brought up. 2 very high-profile injuries.
Yeah. So, the last time is now a tournament to determine John Cena's final opponent at Saturday night's main event seems to be cursed. Because we now have 2 back-to-back injuries to wrestlers in the tournament. One happened off-screen with Sheamus. I don't know what kind of injury they said it was.
I think it might also be it's also the shoulder.
That's tough.
So this is 2 shoulder injuries specifically.
That's tough. We lost Sheamus. It's going to be a mystery opponent for LA Knight. And on this episode of Raw, we lost Penta to a shoulder injury on a very basic move that he does every day.
All the time. And that really just, it goes to show you at the end of the day, these are athletes. These are well-trained. But any kind of sport, it can just go wrong.
Yeah.
It was a very simple jump off the barricade, Hurricanrana. And I remember when first watching it, people were like, oh, well, did Solo not catch it? Well, Solo, that's not where the injury happened. After he threw Solo, when he landed down, like he always has, I think he just landed wrong on the shoulder.
I will say, I've noticed, and I'm not trying to blame the wrestler that got injured for their own injury,
Obviously.
But earlier in the match, you could see Penta just kind of, he really doesn't start the Hurricanrana till he's at the point of the ankles at the person's neck, which most wrestlers usually do around the calf area on the neck, so that it gives them more time to get to the front of their body to brace themselves for impact, versus Penta tends to let most of his weight go towards the ground and then whip them with his ankles, which means that his shoulder really is the first thing that hits first.
For those of you who don't know, editing Jordan, please put in a clip of a Hurricanrana.
That is a Hurricanrana right there. But yeah, and it just with Penta, it just seemed to be the way he does it. Just the fact that it happened on the outside. There's a very thin layer of padding between
that and the concrete. Yeah,
between them and the concrete. So
really, what it genuinely looked like is he just landed on the shoulder roll, and you could tell the second it happens. That's when I knew that it wasn't a work. He called for the ref immediately. They were doing everything to keep him off screen of that camera. I was like, oh yeah, Penta, he might be gone.
Yeah, I think you accidentally called him Penta there, but
did I? Oh, my bad.
His feelings came through. But to be fair, we will discuss this a little bit more as we go through the Raw rundown. But I genuinely thought Penta was going to win that match.
I do too. I think, and I'm sure everyone could agree, I don't think this is a hot take. The idea of Penta versus Gunther is a way more satisfying idea than what we're now about to get, Gunther versus Solo Sikoa.
Yeah, definitely. But
I'm a big Gunther guy, and I like Solo Sikoa. I'm not looking forward to that match.
That's gonna be a god awful match. I hope Gunther just buries him. To be honest.
I hope so.
Yeah, but yeah, that's kind of the main thing that has really been news. There's not really anything crazy to talk about.
No, it was really the 2 high profile. If you see us keep looking up, we have some wrestling going on up there.
We've got to stop looking up there.
I just noticed you do. I was like, you gotta stop looking up there. I looked up there for a second and looked disgusted because Sasha Banks was on screen. Story for another day. I'm sure there'll be lineage and lore about what's going on.
Yeah.
But really, outside of those 2 high profile injuries, not really much. We have Survivor Series.
Yeah. Becky Lynch saying that there was a wrestler back in the day that used to sexually exploit women. Not surprising.
Not surprising.
Not surprising in the slightest.
Did she say who was it? I forgot.
No. People speculated it was John Cena, but a lot of people also say that no.
I don't think it was John.
He was
They also
also married for a long time.
He was married with Nikki Him and Becky also just took a photo together.
Yeah.
I doubt it was Big Match John.
I don't think it was.
I hope it wasn't Big Match John.
A lot of speculation of who it was. She said it was a big star, so.
Yeah, it was a big star, which is why everyone immediately went and jumped. Yeah. Hey, not my place to speculate. Wasn't there, don't know what happened. But, I do wonder, who could it have been? It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
That's just, unfortunately, a business like that. Once again, that's one of the more unfortunate parallels to theater. Things like that happen in the theater community as well.
Yeah.
Very easily, unfortunately. When you're in a business where you have to get very intimate with the people that you work with.
Yeah.
Things...
Stop being weird.
Stop being weird
people.
About it.
Stop being weird.
Because this is also a podcast to get theater people into wrestling. Let's address the theater people for a second. Hey, guys. You shared a kiss on stage. That's all it was. Let's calm down. Let's calm down, brother.
Brother. Stage kisses are the least intimate things you could possibly do.
They're one of the least sexiest things you can possibly do. Because they're planned. Yeah, they're planned out.
They're so awkward. First of all, getting into it is always so freaking awkward. We're going on a whole different tangent now.
This is for theater people too.
Yeah.
Our podcast.
Getting into a stage kiss is so awkward because you're just like, you just want to do it. Yeah, sure.
If you have an intimacy coordinator, then you have a whole system, but most times you don't.
Yeah.
So most times it's just kind of we're friends at this point. And honestly, that's the best. I was about to say that's the best case scenario when you're all right, we're two friends, we've known each other for a while, we cannot be weird about this, let's just do it. It's for the show. A lot of times, I won't say most, but a lot of times it's either a person you really don't know that well, or someone you actively don't like.
That happens.
And then that's when it gets weird.
Yeah. Also, not only the people participating in the intimate moments like that, also cast members around them. Don't be weird.
Don't be weird.
Don't make it weird for them.
Because some of you make it weird.
Yeah, don't. Stop being an asshole. All right. Straight up.
That's the theme today. That's the name of the.
That's
the name of the episode for you.
Yeah. I need to stop doing this. It's making the light shimmer.
No, I love it.
Does it more?
I love it, honestly.
Yeah. But, yeah, anyway.
But, that's all to say. In a business like this, theater or wrestling, where you have to be very intimate and physical with the other people you're with. Mm-hmm. And also when it's really hard to get ahead, and some people are just willing to do what it takes, and some people are unwilling to do what it takes, but are kind of forced to do what it takes.
Yeah. Wrestling industry's always been a little gross.
As always, I'm terrified of getting into it. As we all know, I want to get into it. I'm taking the steps to get into it. Terrified.
Yeah. Get shredded. Absolutely shredded. Sorry, are you already shredded?
No.
Take the clothes off right now.
Join our Patreon. Join our Patreon for exactly $2 a pop and a handshake. You can watch Brian Avila get naked on cam.
Why'd you flip it on me? You're the one who wants to be a wrestler.
Every wrestler needs a manager.
With their clothes off?
That could be your gimmick.
My Leo Rush. Am I the Leo Rush to your Bobby Lashley?
Yeah.
Put a picture of Leo Rush with Bobby Lashley.
Put a picture of that. Was that an AEW?
No, that was in W. Why would I name anything that's in AEW? You don't watch that.
Okay, we're going to stop. See, he's going to try to do this. He tried to do this when the cameras were off. I do not hate AEW. I love AEW. I love AEW. Tony Storm, Will Ospreay, Swerve Strickland. These are really great performers. I love these guys.
I believe you. I'm sure they'll believe you.
Skye Blue.
I can't say that on camera. I'm not going to call you out on camera.
The leader of... Call me. There's nothing to call out. I'm a big Skye Blue fan.
Name one match, she said.
Skye Blue versus... What are those two girls' names from AEW? The one who...
Y'all saw that, right? The one who...
What else? What other...
all staying in, every bit of it.
What other WWE things do we have to talk about?
Stranger Things episode 1. Cut that shit.
At this moment in the podcast, I have not watched a single... No, that's not true. I watched episode 1 of season 1 of Stranger Things.
I just finished episode 1 of season 5, so I don't know that much either. Whippa.
I know Vecna's in Dead by Daylight. I played that a lot.
Is it?
But that's D&D Vecna. Never mind.
Oh, that's actual Vecna. That's lore accurate Vecna.
Lore accurate. Never mind.
Sorry. She wrestling?
What did you just say?
I said, should we get back to wrestling?
Oh, yeah. I just heard, is he wrestling? And I was like, you know what? When are they going to add Randy Orton to Dead by Daylight? Make us Maury the punt kid.
This is why our first podcast episode is 4 hours long.
Thank you for sticking to it. You skimmed through it.
Yeah. It's not gonna be 4 hours, right?
Let's get back to wrestling.
Okay, so anyway, let's get to the Raw review. So, do you want a quick rundown of Raw, or do you want to go ahead and
we can
review?
do a quick rundown of Raw.
Okay.
Wasn't anything like spectacular.
Just a quick rundown, a little recap of what happened on this week's Monday Night Raw. Open with a recap of last week's closing segment with the War Games teams, the men's War Games teams, in which they essentially announced Brock Lesnar would be joining the baddies team. Not the well, they're kind of baddies.
I just remember something that did happen on Raw.
Oh yeah, we'll talk about it. As well as who joined the babyface team? Cody was there from the beginning.
Roman.
Yes, yeah, Roman. Sorry. Yeah, Roman and Brock joining the different teams, so we now have a full four. I'm gonna restart that whole thing. Actually, a little recap of last week's or this. Fuck. Yeah, so a real quick recap of this week's Raw. It opens.
So real quick recap of this week's Raw.
I got it. I stumbled over the first word and then I couldn't get over it. Alright, so a quick recap of what happened on this week's Monday Night Raw. It opened with a quick recap of last week's closing segment in which Brock Lesnar joined the bad guys and Roman Reigns joined the good guys team. That's pretty much all. Just a quick little segment. WWE loves to make a video package. After that, Roman Reigns enters, takes about 5 minutes to get down to the ring, doesn't say anything. Cody Rhodes enters.
Doesn't say anything.
No, he says, what do you want to
talk about? Oh, you're right.
Not to mention, he asked to, we'll get to it, but he asked Roman Reigns, what's in it for you? Roman Reigns basically says, it's about family. Shout out Dominic Toretto. CM Punk then enters.
I don't know, I did this. He's not dead.
I don't know. Yeah. Roman's still salty about WrestleMania, so they have a little showdown there. Nothing really happens.
Well, CM Punk comes out after Cody is like, welcome to my team. And they kind of have a little tension about that.
They have a little bit of that there, but it's a pretty standard tension promo.
But then Roman does say something interesting, but we can come back to that.
Yeah, we can come back to it.
Because I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, just to kind of speed through it a little. Then we had Gunther versus Carmelo Hayes, in which Gunther moved on.
We'll talk about it
in the last time is now tournament.
What a match.
Yep. There's a little backstage segment with the Usos, basically trying to hype up the good guys team for tonight's main event, in which they will decide who has the advantage going into Survivor Series War Games.
It don't matter if it's your team. It don't matter if it's your team. It's your team, not Oos, because of 4 letters, 1 word. Wepa.
Dom then enters, and we'll talk about that segment. No, I'm just going to skip past it. We're going to talk about that. Judgment Day then enter for Rey Mysterio versus JD McDonough, in which was a pretty good match. Then after that, quick segment with Raquel Rodriguez and Adam Pearce, which was hilarious.
Always. And it was official.
It was official. There was a title match made for the New Day next week, I believe.
Yeah.
After that, recap of the Women's War Games segment, in which they built AJ Lee.
In which Charlotte came out in this gorgeous outfit. The pants had paintings on them. I just don't think we're talking about this enough. I talked about it with him off camera. I'm going to talk about it on camera. Just for a second. I'm not going to take too much of your time.
I'm going to watch the 2006 Royal Rumble.
Oh my God, Triple H, that mustache. If you haven't seen it, go back to this last episode of Monday Night Raw. This is the week of Thanksgiving, if you're wondering. Thanksgiving was yesterday. Go back to Monday. Watch that Raw. And look at Charlotte's outfit. In fact,
put it on screen.
Put it on screen right now.
WWE won't take down the video just for that.
Don't put it on screen right now. But you should go look at it. Continue on.
Yeah, when you put on the video of somebody doing a hurricane on it, it's got to have to be an independent wrestler.
Yeah. No, it's not going to be WWE.
Yeah, good. Okay, but yeah.
It's going to be me.
It basically, it's me, you doing it on me?
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine. Yeah, they basically do a segment, basically saying that AJ Lee will be a part of the women's Babyface War Games team. Cool. And then Becky Lynch delivers a Donald Trump style promo, which we will talk about. Yep.
So you thought that too?
I think everybody thought that.
We haven't talked about this yet. We just turned the cameras on. We'll talk about that. That's what we said when we were watching it on Monday. I was like, is that a...
It was very heavy-handed. It was,
oh, yeah.
I feel like it's clearly a Donald Trump impression.
I have the best bone structure. You've never seen bone structure like this. Probably the greatest bone structure.
Nia Jax is very strong. Not stronger than me.
Not stronger than me. Very strong. Very strong. Maybe the strongest I've ever seen, excluding me. Excluding myself.
Yeah. But yeah, we will get to that. Solo Sikoa versus Penta. We talked about already a little bit. Maxine basically setting up new challengers for her IC title.
Excited about that.
And close with Usos versus Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul.
The Masturbators.
The Masturbators.
Which I'm going to take a small second to rant about.
Let's talk about the Masturbators.
I said that to my friend. This is exactly what this podcast is for. I was watching it with some friends up in Gainesville. And I said, oh, they're going against the Masturbators. And they all looked at me like I was... Now, mind you, these are theater friends that I've gotten into wrestling at this point. And I had to cut a promo. And I was like, you know what? No. You guys don't really care about the business. You watch her week by week. So you're just here for your spots. Yeah. I'll have you know I didn't make that name up. No. Drew and Logan did during their build against Randy Orton and Jelly Roll at SummerSlam because they're master rage baiters, so they call themselves the Masturbators. I am not a creep here. That's what they call themselves. You're thinking about what I said about Sky Blue, and I need you to stop that right now. Stop that. I know, I can tell.
Will AEW take down our video? We put up a picture of Sky Blue.
Yo, put up a picture of Sky Blue.
Put up a picture of Sky Blue. That's love her wrestling.
So do I.
You don't know a single match she's had.
That's because I don't know the people she fought. I know her. And yes, I do know. Is that girl named... She's not a girl. She's a woman. Excuse me. I don't know why I said girl.
Is that young lady?
Is that young lady's name Anna Jay? Is that an
Anna Jay.
Okay, then that's what I did this because you know her and her tag team partner, their gimmick. Yeah. That's why I did that. I was like, who's that? That's why I did that. That's their gimmick. That's not me. I didn't make this.
Sure. Okay. Anyway.
I love AEW. I love
women's wrestling specifically. Anyway. Just to kind of go from the beginning. What were your thoughts on the opening segment of Monday Night Raw with Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, and CM Punk?
I love Cody. Y'all know he's my go. You see me in my American Nightmare shirt all the time. My favorite thing about Cody is, I don't know if you and me said this or if me and one of my friends said this, but you can't sound tough saying your catchphrase. Was that you or was that one of my...
It wasn't me, but I agree.
It's one of my... It was Jamason. While I was up in Gainesville. Shout out Jamason. Hey, Jamason. Hope you're listening to this. If not, I will know.
Jamason.
He does. It was Jamason because Cody did something similar on SmackDown. And we were like, you can't sound tough saying your catchphrase. It doesn't work when Cody's trying to be intimidating and he goes to the person's face and goes, what do you want to talk about? Like, you're goofy. You can't be intimidating and say that. So Roman's just out there. Cody gets in his face. So, Roman.
See, bros?
I wanted Punk to bring it up. If anyone was going to, I know Punk would have. I want him to bring it up.
I'm so surprised he didn't. No free advertisement,
No free
advertisement.
Nah.
That movie isn't on Netflix yet. Anyway.
Shout out VPNs.
Shout out Surfshark.
Shout out Aztec Ray.
Shout out.
But no, Cody just comes out. What do you want to talk about? Back up. Back up. But really the biggest talking point is what Roman says at the end. He goes, that title... Now, mind you, both Cody and Punk are in the ring. Both world champions are in the ring. And he goes, that title will look better on my shoulder. Walks out. Punk goes, you talking to me or Cody? And Roman, in his classic Roman ways, just thought to get... You just gonna have to figure that out. Starts rizzing up the audience as he walks out.
Yeah, it's the title that he cares about. Probably.
I think he was talking to Punk, but let me tell you...
I mean, probably.
He was most likely talking to Punk, but let me give you my opinions on that. Let me give you my... And I don't know if you agree. You might. I'm excited for Roman versus Punk for the title. I'm very excited. Most likely at Mania. I'm excited for that match. My problem is... you were taking...
I strongly believe that Sami Zayn is winning the Royal Rumble this year.
You know I believe that for the longest, too. Even though I didn't want to, because you want to talk about wrestlers that I don't like. Okay. I don't like...
You don't have to do this.
I don't like Sami Zayn. I don't like Sami Zayn. I'm letting the world know. I'm not scared. I'm not ashamed of it. I don't like Sami Zayn. Love his wrestling. Great wrestler. Love him as a person. Great person. I don't believe he has any controversy. This is pretty...
It's not a controversy. Everybody thought it was funny, is that promo he did when he was backyard wrestling.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
Put the clip up.
Actually, no. Put the clip on there.
What the fuck is this shit? Where the fuck am I? Hemingford. What the fuck is Hemingford? What is this shit? Bluegrass? How's a brother supposed to dance the bluegrass? I can't work this shit. I can't work this. Yo, I came over here, not one brother in town, not one black man. I'm the only black man in town. Yo, you tell me that's not racism?
Just me reenacting the promo.
I think you should. Go ahead.
I'm good. I don't remember the words.
I'll say them to you.
Nah, I'm good.
I love that promo.
I thought it was funny.
It's funny.
But yeah.
But no, I don't like how Sami Zayn's story. I don't like the booking of his character or lack thereof. Love him. And I think this is where I come up, like, I mistranslate sometimes to, like, our friends. And, like that I don't want Sami Zayn to do. I do want Sami Zayn to, like, do good, to be in high-profile stuff. I want him to win a world title. But you know me, a big thing about wrestling for me is I really care about the storytelling. I care about the characters. And, like, how they tell Sami's story just hasn't worked for me for a while.
Yeah. Right now, it's not really a story as much as it is a character motivation that hasn't been worked on.
No.
There's been no progression to it. It's just been stale. I want a title, but what? And what?
And what? And, you know, they've taken away one part of his character that I didn't like. I was a big hater of them treating him having the Daniel Bryan underdog character when at this point you're a multi-time WrestleMania main eventer. You're not the underdog at this point.
Yeah, no. I mean...
But they've since pulled back on that.
Yeah, they have. But my point there is, I think Sami Zayn's going to win the Rumble. Mm-hmm. They're not going to put the big title on him.
Oh, absolutely not.
So it would have to be him challenging for the World Championship.
Yeah, here's my thing.
So how would you... I do think they're going to do Punk Roman. I don't think Punk Roman's going to be for a title.
You think Braun takes it off of...
I have no idea.
Because that's the only person I see probably.
I guess I could see Braun.
My Braun taking it off.
You got Sammy Braun at Mania?
I would sooner see that than, like, Sammy Punk Mania.
Yeah.
I would sooner see Braun.
Sammy Roman would be...
Sammy Roman would be great.
Be
if that's the case, I would see Roman winning it at, like, maybe an Elimination Chamber or a Rumble.
Yeah, but I 100% believe they're doing Punk Roman at Mania.
No, I believe they're doing Punk Roman at Mania. I believe it's going to be for the world title. But my thing is... I don't agree. Why did I say it?
Yeah,
you don't agree.
I don't agree.
And I know why you don't agree, because that would imply that Roman would have to win the Rumble.
Which... I'm not gonna lie, I see happening.
That's why I changed my tune. Because this whole time I was like, oh, Sammy's gonna win the Rumble. He's gonna challenge for the world title. He's finally gonna win it. Then this storyline started happening, and I was like, who else does Saudi really love? You know they love Roman.
Yeah.
They adore Roman. So I was like, I said it was either going to be Roman or Sami, and now I'm leaning more towards Roman.
Yeah, that sucks. I never thought it was going to be Roman. It was this episode of Raw that made me think about it.
Because now they're going to do like the Undertaker. You know the Undertaker.
They're not going to reveal whose title he wants.
You know, like the Undertaker. I forget which year it was, but when Batista and John were both champions, and Taker won the 7.
Yeah.
And did he win the Rumble or did he win the chair? He won the Rumble. He won the Rumble. And then
7.
they were like, all right, who you challenging? And then both champions came out, and he went to John, but then he went to Batista.
Yeah.
And then, like, that's what I could see happening for Roman. Like, continuing to tell the story of, well, who are you going to challenge? Who are you going to challenge? And everyone thinking it's going to be Cody, but then it's
I love the idea that Roman doesn't want to face Cody anymore.
I love that idea. Because what also gets me, why I don't know fully how I feel about it, is that Roman has spent so much time just dumping on the world heavyweight title, just saying that that's the number 2 belt, that it's beneath it. So like, it feels very shocking.
So
he's done nearly irreversible damage to that title, which great heel work, obviously, great promo work, but like, Seth had to fight to make that title feel important, and then after Seth. Really think about it. You know how much I love the Weapon King. I love Damian Priest. And you're not going to sit here and say he didn't have a good run. It was good. I don't know if you actually remember his reign, but it was good.
I think that's part of why I don't think it was good, because I can't remember a single one.
He had a really good reign.
He had a match with...
He had one match with Gunther, then he had a match with Gunther and Finn Balor. But even before that, he had the match with Randy Orton.
He had that match where he got stuck in the ropes, brother.
Okay, people botch sometimes. Jeez, holy, Mr. Mercedes Moné, Mr. 4 Horsewomen, as if they haven't done things wrong.
Oh, God forbid I like women's wrestling.
I also like women's wrestling. Put a picture of Skye Blue back on
Name the most recent WWE women's match.
The most recent WWE women's match? I just have to think back because they haven't had a women's match on this last episode of Monday Night Raw or Friday Night SmackDown. So what would be the last women's
I don't know.
match?
I don't know why I said that.
Oh. But you know what? That does bring up a valid point. Why has there been no women's matches for the last 2 weeks?
We need women's wrestling. Not to get bogged down in this one segment too much.
Sorry, but that's just the biggest talking point of that segment. Who's Roman going to go for? I think it's going to be Punk.
Yeah.
Even though he's kept bringing down that title, maybe him hold. But then again, do they want Roman holding world gold again right now?
No, I think the Roman lose.
I think so.
Give CM Punk an actual main event.
Yeah.
Yeah, because what bigger match could you do than Punk Roman? Oh my
would
God,
be
Punk will actually have an actual main event.
Yep. The only other bigger match you could have possibly done was like Punk Seth.
I don't want to see that again.
Nobody does.
I don't think anybody will. It's a good
great
match.
feud. Great.
Just I'm tired of it.
But like it's the same thing.
That pissed me off. I looked up and I saw the Bellas.
And I saw the Bella twins.
Oh my God. We'll get to Bellas.
Yeah, we got a Bella to talk about.
But yeah, really the main thing is who's Roman gonna want. It really felt like a moment in which we had development towards what we're gonna go to later on.
Post-War Games.
But we have to take a quick stop in this War Games match.
Because it's War Games time. It's
November.
It's time for War Games. Hey, that story you got going on? Hold up, brother. It's War Games.
It's November. You know.
Does it make sense for you to be in this match? Of course it does. It's War Games.
No.
Hey!
Y'all heard us if you watched last episode.
We had a long rant about it, so we won't bog you down with it again.
We
already ranted about it.
Yeah. The only other thing I'll say is it was kind of a dumb question that Cody asked of what's in it for you. Like, brother, we've been feuding since after WrestleMania. What do you mean?
What do you mean? What is it? Obviously, I want a title shot.
Yeah. Anyway, but after that, let's move forward. Gunther versus Carmelo Hayes in the Last Time Is Now tournament. Thoughts?
Dude, like, what more is there to say but a great coming out party for Carmelo Hayes? Yeah, I get how I worded that, but no, you get what I mean. That match was insanely good.
Oh yeah,
and it did what it was supposed to do. Now you guys know both of our predictions that we both had Gunther winning this whole tournament. I have Gunther winning this whole tournament.
We both put Owafemi, but we both
knew it was Gunther. I have Gunther winning this tournament. I'm glad. Yeah. But this is what I love about wrestling. Something about theater where you can suspend your disbelief for a second. There was genuinely a moment towards the final sequence that I thought Carmelo had it.
Yeah.
It was the second he kicked.
He looked up
I'm
and there was,
so sorry.
there was a broad panties match happening in the top corner. And he instantly...
That's not a conversation for today's episode, but that's a conversation for an eventual
Women's
episode.
wrestling has come a long way.
Women's wrestling has come a long way, and, you know, that just reminded me. Shout out Skye Blue. I love her. She's great in ring. I love her.
What's her finishing move?
I actually do know this one. I do know this one. I forgot what she calls it, though. I don't know
what she calls it. I just know what it is. So we will be on the same page.
What does she call it?
I usually watch AEW with volume off because I don't want to hear JR complaining about everything.
That's completely fair.
Apparently racist JR. Anyway, we'll move.
We'll move. But wrestling made you suspend disbelief for us. Yeah. It was the second he kicked out of the Symphony Powerbomb, which I had to tell people Monday. Most people don't know that's what Gunther's finisher is actually called.
I just call it a powerbomb.
It's a power, but it's called the Symphony Powerbomb. Wow, women's wrestling has come a long way. I'm sorry, that was really distracting. I'm gonna just look at you in the camera. I'm gonna look at you in the camera. I can't believe that was a time period. Anyway.
I'm not choosing what's on that screen, by the way. It's on cable TV. I'm not choosing. I put on Eddie Guerrero and Rey Mysterio. And now we have the Bellas half naked for some reason.
You can look, but you can't touch, brother.
It made you disbelieve. Like, suspend.
The second Carmelo Hayes kicked out of that Symphony Powerbomb, I was like, wait. And then he had, like, the spot where he, like, hit Gunther with everything. I was like, wait a minute. Carmelo Hayes is going to win. And shout-outs to Gunther for that close 3 count. Like, Gunther delayed that kick out for as long as he could. And when Gunther won, I was like, yeah, it makes sense. But you know what? For a moment, I really did believe. Dude, I think this tournament is doing good for Carmelo. I think Carmelo Hayes has been stagnant for a long time. He's been really stagnant since getting called up. But it feels like he's finally getting some momentum going. Finally getting the crowds behind him. And I do think a good part of that is being in this feud with The Miz. The Miz is a great worker. Always has been, always will be. The Miz is a great worker. And he's a great heel for somebody like a Carmelo Hayes.
Okay.
To, like, bounce off of and start pushing towards the next thing.
That's a good way to view it. I don't know if I necessarily view it the same way.
Mm-hmm.
I do think Carmelo's coming out really has been just him in the tournament because you just put him in a ring and let him wrestle. I don't think necessarily The Miz has that much to do with it because people just boo The Miz just to boo him, but I don't think he necessarily builds anybody. That's a separate take. As far as the match goes, the only thing I really would have a slight complaint about is I didn't like the opening structure of the match. I liked towards the end where they really leaned into the fact that last week on Raw, Carmelo Hayes won his SmackDown won his Last Time Is Now match against Bronson Reed by countout, and so he put a deliberate effort in to try to get a count-out win against Gunther as well. And
that's another moment where I thought he was going to win. Shout out Gunther. That was such
that a was kind of a 10 count.
That was kind of a 10 count if you ask me. Shout out Goons.
Yeah.
But no, shout out the Goons. But no, they also did a reference to when Gunther did lose by count-out, but I think it was Chad Gable who threw Gunther over the barricade.
That's so true.
So they did a reference with that with Carmelo, and I was like, oh wait, is he gonna win by count-out?
Yeah. The only thing I didn't like about the opening structure of the match was it really kind of was as if Gunther wasn't taking it seriously. That was kind of the story of the match, was Gunther wasn't taking Carmelo seriously because of the fact that Carmelo won by count out in his match. So Gunther was kind of brushing him off.
Right, he was doing his classic, come on, get up!
Yeah.
Get on.
And Carmelo still wasn't, like, getting offensive. Like, that's that kind of thing where if somebody's not going to take another wrestler seriously, that wrestler has to force them to take them seriously. And I don't think Carmelo really got that in at the beginning there. And they really didn't play into it because a lot of Carmelo's offense was the classic run the big guy into the post,
make
roll
him
him up.
Classic Gunther spot, dodge out of the way so he chops the ring post.
Yeah, I just didn't feel like Carmelo got the offense in that is his patented offense, I guess. Because if somebody's going to doubt you and you want to give in a quick flurry of offense, I wouldn't make that flurry of offense punch, kick. I would make it, my signature moves.
Like maybe do your springboard DDT.
Yeah, do something to kind of excite the crowd to make them think, oh, this is going to be a shocker. Which they did get that kind of feeling towards the end, but it was just the beginning that was kind of like, oh, okay, well, Gunther's obviously going to win this. And I couldn't really get into it fully at the end there. Mostly because I was watching a football game at the same time. But also because I just wasn't believing that Carmelo was going to win. But it was still a really, really good match. Really good match. It really picked up at the end. Too many rest holds at the beginning, but it's WWE.
But also, Brian hates it because Carmelo botched one move. And according to Brian, if you botch a single move, you just suck. And you shouldn't wrestle. And
what move did Carmelo botch?
He went for his little jump from the ring to springboard DDT onto the apron.
He did fine. He did fine. It was alright.
No, it was a botch. We don't like botches around here, apparently.
I don't want my world champion dangling by his leg on the rope like an idiot, just hanging around.
No, brother, I understand. I'm just saying, just be fair about it.
I am. I'm not saying put a world championship on him. Just because he says wepa.
I didn't say put a world championship on him because he says wepa. I said put a world championship on him because he's El Campeón.
Put a championship on him because he's a champion.
Put a championship on him because he says, alright.
He doesn't even say it anymore.
Why doesn't he say it anymore?
He took it out of his theme song.
I know! Whatever happened to his death threat rule? Dear, alright, dear.
I don't like it here. Anyway.
I like Damian Priest. He doesn't.
He's fine. He's a good mid-carder. He's a really good mid-carder.
El Campeón.
El Intercontinental Campeón.
Hey, I wouldn't be mad at it.
No, El United States Campeón.
I was about to say that. I wouldn't be mad at it, though.
Give him the 24/7 title. He'll get it. Sorry. I don't hate him that much. I like Punishment Martinez.
He used to work at a club, brother.
Strip club. He used to be a manager of a strip club, yeah.
A bouncer and then a manager.
Yeah, he became a manager, yeah. Did you watch the What Do You Want to Talk About podcast?
No, yeah, that's why I said he was a bouncer and then a manager.
But yeah, anyway, shout out to Damian Priest and the strip club he worked at.
Shout out the What Do You Want to Talk About podcast. Not better than the BCW
Yeah,
podcast.
don't watch the
Don't watch them.
This is the only wrestling podcast you need to watch.
And then we moved on.
After that, we had the segment. Really, there's nothing to say other than what we said earlier.
I think I did the segment perfectly.
Yeah, let's move on.
I think I did it perfectly.
Yeah. Then, this we have to talk about. Dominic Mysterio enters. El Triple A Mega Campeón.
El Triple A Mega Campeón.
Enters the ring. Basically starts doing his regular thing, yelling at them in Spanish.
Starts getting some heat.
Yeah, getting some heat. And then John Cena's music hits.
And it's like, oh my god, wait, we only have 2 more bits. This is a surprise third appearance. What? John Cena's here? What? He was not there. And immediately when it started happening, in my head I was like, wait, this is genius. This is all, because I'm going to tell you the exact moment I was thinking about. A la Shawn Michaels in Montreal with the Your Hero's Never Coming Back. Bret Hart's music hit. He's all scared. Everyone's cheering. And then he's like, y'all, you're not. Yeah. That's the exact moment I was like, Dom's a genius. He's about to get some crazy. This is called heat, brother. This is what you call a real hit.
In the wrestling community, they're called minis. A mini wrestler comes in, a little person. I don't know what the proper term is. I forget his name.
He
is a sicko or psycho?
I think it's psycho.
It's SYKO.
I think it's psycho.
I think it might be psycho. But
established wrestler.
Mini wrestler Psycho comes out in full John Cena gear, playing the role of John Cena.
He even has a mini Stu.
He has a mini cameraman named Stu following him. It was very weird. So we had mini John Cena getting filmed by Mini Stu,
and
who is being filmed by Big Stu, who is being filmed by a different cameraman.
So that you can see Big Stu.
And so we just had 4 people running down to the ring That was very funny. I wasn't even
That-
focused on the comedy of him being short.
No,
was focused
the
on the
thing that
camera.
made me laugh the most in that segment was the angle they took while Dom and Cycle were in the ring, and both Stews were just standing next to each other like this. That made me, like,
Yeah.
gutturally laugh.
Yeah, that was the funny bit. Not them being short. The funny bit was there's 2 cameramen and a 3rd cameraman filming him. But yeah, anyway, that was funny. I did enjoy that.
That was...
What are your thoughts? Is there a place for that kind of
Here's the
humor
thing.
still in
I
WWE?
want... My exact thing, it wasn't bad, nor was it, like, done in an offensive way. Like, it's not offensive. That's not what this is. In my head... But can I tell you the exact sentence that happened in my head as this was going on? What in the Vince McMahon booking is this?
I thought the same thing.
Like, please tell me you got that, right?
Yeah.
I wasn't, like, so, like, taken back, like, how could this be on my wrestling screen now? But I was like, it feels like a relic from an era that has long passed.
Yeah.
It felt like that was a Vince McMahon segment right there. That was a 2009, 2010 Vince McMahon heel segment, trying to get the heel some heat. And I was like, for the kind of heel that Dom is, it doesn't work. It failed to do what it wanted to do, which was get Dom more heat. Dom didn't need that to get heat.
No.
In fact, what he was doing before all that happened was getting him enough heat as it was.
I think if the segment would have gone exactly like you said you thought it was going to go, that would have been great heat.
I thought the crowd was going to go nuclear on him. For those of you who don't know, there's a little history like that. I'll keep it condensed, but obviously, we're also here teaching our theater friends about wrestling. Shawn Michaels, in my personal opinion, greatest wrestler of all time. Yeah. He's always at least on people's top 3. Like, but if you come down to me, greatest wrestler of all time, Shawn Michaels. I'm a big fan of the Heartbreak Kid. Wasn't always the best guy.
Michael Gambetta had his moments.
And many years ago, back during it wasn't the Attitude, it was the New Generation. It was the New Gen. Yeah. He was fighting, very over superstar at the time, one of the best technical wrestlers of all time, Bret the Hitman Hart. They're in Montreal, right? Yeah, it was Montreal.
Yeah, it was.
Montreal screwed up. Yeah. They're in Montreal. Bret the Hitman Hart is from Canada, obviously a very pro-Bret crowd. Bret is about to leave WWE at this point. He's about to leave WWE. Him and Shawn have real-life beef. They really don't like each other. Vince goes to him and is like, all right, Bret, you're going to lose the title here in Montreal. We're going to take that belt off you. We're going to put it on Shawn. Bret refuses. But they need to get the match number. Right? He refuses for a multitude of reasons. So they're like, okay, hey. So him and Shawn, they say, all right, Bret, you're going to win. You're going to retain your title, right? And then you can just vacate it later, right? Him and Shawn are going. They're doing their spots. Shawn does a spot where he locks in Bret's finisher, the sharpshooter, which is a submission. He locks it in. Bret's selling for literally maybe like 5 seconds. He's selling for like 5 seconds. Then the ref's like, oh, he tapped. Calls the match. Bret didn't tap. They just made it look like he tapped. And what eventually became known as the Montreal Screwjob. They screwed Bret over. Bret was pissed. So, in order to get some heat, this was like a year later, I think. Shawn is in Montreal again, right? And they're setting up a program for the return of Bret Hart, right?
Yeah.
But Bret has left WWE at this point. Nobody knows
Left wrestling. Yeah.
Nobody knows he's actually going to come back. And so Shawn's in Montreal. He's in where he did it. And he's like, your hometown hero's never going to come back. He's never going to rectify. Bret music's hit. Everyone's going crazy. Shawn looks terrified in the ring just for nobody to come out. And it was a ploy. Shawn was like, y'all really thought, right? He just played his music. The amount of heat Shawn got in that moment was insane. He just, as a heel, you're a bad guy, getting the crowd not to like you. He's getting some heat.
Yeah.
And so, I genuinely thought that's what Dominic was about to do. That's why I'm telling you, I sat there for a moment, I was like, Dom's a genius. This is going to be some crazy heat he's about to get. And then that segment happened, and it's not that segment hurt Dom in any way, but I'm like, it didn't help him any.
I don't think it did. No.
I heard it described best for. I'll give a little shout out to a small creator, somebody named Santi Zab, a little small creator, trying to put the kid over, but he said it best. It's not that it hurt Dom. It just felt like the audience didn't know how to react.
Yeah.
In this time,
it's 2025.
It's 2025, and like that kind of segment, in the Vince era would have got him some heat. But like now, it just
Would
felt
it?
like
I feel like even back then they would have thought it was funny.
yeah, they would have just thought it was funny.
Yeah, so I don't know.
It just felt out of place in this era.
I not to put over another creator, but I was watching Russell Talk podcast and they put it plainly. In 2017, there was a segment with Big Cass and Daniel Bryan and mini Daniel Bryan.
Oh yeah.
And back then it felt dated.
Literally.
So doing it now, it was just like, oh, this is what we're doing? Okay.
Okay.
That's fine, I guess. I mean, obviously, and I always put this in a more of an actor's sense as well, in a performer sense. Gives them work.
Gives them work.
If they want to get paid, let them do their thing.
Right? Wasn't like done in a distasteful
Yeah,
manner.
no.
Funny enough,
Didn't
proceeds to cut a pretty good John Cena promo.
Yeah.
Actually, Psycho cut a pretty good promo.
Yeah, oh yeah. I thought it was pretty good.
And it was a funny moment of Dom leading to him, but you can still remind you like, hey, stick to the script. That wasn't in his head.
Yeah, that was good. Which does raise a question of what his plan was. But anyway, yeah, that was pretty much the segment. He beats up Little Cena.
Best 619 cell I think I've ever seen.
Yeah, really good. And then that piece of shit, Rey Mysterio comes out, waits for the beatdown to end, and then comes for the save.
And then I walked in for the save to make sure small people like me are still okay. I wasn't gonna let my son do whatever he wanted, but only after I let my son do whatever he wanted.
It was really funny. I literally put Rey Mysterio heel turn ? In my notes.
In my head, and then Rey Mysterio came down to the ring.
And then
And then I came down to the ring. I at least saved him from the apron.
Saved him from nothing. Saved
Nothing.
Him from
He was the frog splash had already happened.
And then in a weird, I don't know. I'm not a big like film person or like I don't know about cinematography, things like that. But it felt a little odd to transition from that segment to just Judgment Day's music hitting, because I thought Judgment Day was coming out to beat up Rey Mysterio.
I did too, but they were just coming out.
They were just going to the next match. They essentially said, "We're done with that now."
Which was JD versus
Rey Mysterio.
And in my head, it was a weird transition storyline because I'm like, they haven't. I guess it's because it's War Games time, and maybe because Dom is feuding with Cena.
Yeah,
we were on fire with that look that Dom was about to lead the Judgment Day. When he lost to Cena, he was like, man, where was JD? Where was Finn? Where was Rod? Nah, man, where was that? Oh, it was hot. It was like, oh, they're finally going to have a go. And then they just never talked about it.
Yeah, great internet segment. Great YouTube segment.
Great YouTube short.
That they're never going to use for TV.
Great YouTube short.
Yeah, it happens all the time. But, yeah, it just kind of felt weird. Was Rey Mysterio there for the save, or was he just there for his match? Did he even care? Dominic was beating up that guy.
Now get out of my ring. You're saving my life.
Exactly. But yeah, then we had JD McDonough versus Rey Mysterio, which was a good match. That's about all I have to say about it.
I skipped it.
You skipped it?
I went back and watched it, but at the moment, it was like 12 in the morning. I was tired. I'm like, there's nothing groundbreaking that's about to happen here. It's about to be... No. And then I went back, and I was correct. It was a good match.
It was a good match. Two really good wrestlers wrestled a good match. There was a scary moment in which JD McDonough did a Spanish Fly, which put a video of Spanish Fly.
Also from the Indies.
Jumped up top, Spanish Fly off the top!
Yeah, and Rey Mysterio barely tucked his chin in time to not hit his head on the ring.
Yeah.
It was a little scary, but Rey
Mysterio's
a legend. He knows how to save himself. Yeah, great work there.
Put the whole match on screen.
Put the whole match on screen. Yeah, next we had Raquel Rodriguez backstage with general manager Adam Pearce. Mm-hmm. And Big Mommy Cool is supposed to be a tough girl. A real tough lassie. And she goes up to Adam Pearce and essentially is, in my own terms, says, I want a title match, Pearce. I deserve a title match. And he goes, no, not yet. Happy Thanksgiving. And she says, okay. Real badass behavior.
He didn't even get to go, and that's official.
He did not make it official.
So hey, there's still a chance.
There's still a
It's
chance.
not
Maybe
official.
that's why she was so okay with it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe that's why she was so okay with it.
You're big mommy cool. Pick him up. Do something. Be
Or,
Diesel.
Or be mad. She wasn't even mad. She was just like,
okay.
I'm a little disappointed I didn't get that promotion, but
You said it's
maybe if I
because
keep
Liv's
my-
coming back Saturday. You're right.
oh, that's so. Oh my God, you're so right. Saturday for War Games.
We'll talk.
Okay,
She's
he's got a plan.
She's not.
She's not.
But I want her to.
But he's holding out hope. He's holding out for a hero.
I am. We'll get to that in predictions.
Yeah, I've just been typing on accident this whole time. But yeah, after that segment, there was a recap of the Women's War Games segment from SmackDown. We've already spoken about that a little bit.
Charlotte Flair's
So-
pants.
That was the most important part. But after that, we kind of discussed the Trump promo.
I was about to say, we already kind of discussed it. Becky
I don't
Lynch
know if you
just came out there and just like, the way she was gonna, it was so clearly a Trump member.
Yeah.
She was like, this is Lash Legend, she has a great punch, it can mess up the face of anyone, but not me. Not me. I have great bone structure, perhaps the greatest bone structure of all time. That she can hit her, but not me. And Nia Jax here, look at her, look how powerful she is. She is strong, perhaps not stronger than me. I'm the strongest. Everyone is saying it, but she is strong.
Yeah.
She's very strong. Maybe the strongest. Who knows? But
Yeah.
and she just kept doing that. I was laughing.
I thought it was funny.
I thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was very funny. At first I was just staring at it like, oh, okay. And then I started laughing because I was like, Becky Lynch, what are you doing? Because it went on a pretty long time.
It went on for a long. This is Asuka.
Longer than this podcast.
Yeah. This is Asuka. I remember when I first gave her titles. It's a strong kid, great kid, maybe the best kid. Who knows? Like, it was just really funny. I loved it.
It was very funny. I did like it.
I loved it. One
yeah.
small thing that I want to bring up.
Yeah, go ahead.
Give me your opinions on that. Because I said this when...
I just realized there's a remote control. Just
Nah. That was for the... That
was
real
part of the
ones.
set.
That's for the real ones.
That's part of the set, my bad.
That's for the real ones. They won't notice when we take it out.
Edit it out. Now.
You know what? Yeah. We'll see who notices. I'm gonna leave all that in, so I hope everyone notices.
But yeah, pretty much all it was just a segment so that AJ Lee and the rest of the babyfaces could come out.
Charlotte could show off her pants.
That's true. And AJ pretty much cut a promo, basically saying, "I went to therapy, so I'm not as crazy as I used to be. But on Saturday, I'm gonna be crazy again. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do."
Two things. One, I remember exactly what I was talking about before the cut. Your opinions.
Oh, okay.
Your opinions on this.
Yeah.
Because I said it, because I didn't really notice it until this. The women's war, there has been some very, very weird sexual tension for this women's war games. Between
who, other
these
than Io and
competitors.
Rhea.
No. Because I noticed it when they go like, Io and Rio, obviously, Io and Rio.
Yep.
Io and Rhea.
Yeah.
Charlotte and Alexa have their own thing going on. Becky
We're
was
not friends. We're just
we're not like
something else.
then when Becky started cutting her, they would laugh and they just like had a whole and I was like, this War Games has some very weird lesbian tension going on. Like that's not even a big thing to talk about. I was just like, has anyone else noticed that? There's a lot of like lesbian tension
There's
going
a
on in
lot
this
of
War
sexual
Games.
tension in this
And
War
then
Games.
on that subject, crazy transition, but Jamason reminded me of a gym on Monday. This is just reminding you in case you probably didn't forget it because I did, and I'm just letting the audience know. I might put the clip up if I can find it. But, well, during their build to the mixed tag match at WrestlePalooza, AJ Lee was doing an interview, and she was like, "Listen, I'm crazy. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know what might happen between us. I might get in that ring and braid her hair. I might bite off her face. We might all four-way kiss for all I know." And then there's just a clip of Punk at the craziest angle of the phone. It's like, "Hey, I'm whispering because my wife's in an interview right now, but I think I just overheard her say that we might four-way kiss. Just so you guys know that's not gonna happen." And I just hate CM Punk because that was so funny. If I can find that clip, I'm going to put it up. But
I'm whispering because my wife is currently doing media, and I just overheard her say that she's unpredictable and she doesn't know what she's going to do. And we all might four-way kiss, and I just want everyone to know that is not going to happen.
oh my god.
No, it was good.
It was a good moment.
Yeah,
but
I know exactly what you were talking about.
That's all really to talk about that segment.
Yeah. She hands the mic. AJ Lee hands the mic to Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley simply flips the mic and then starts a brawl by hitting somebody in the head. I don't remember who.
Nia Jax.
Nia Jax, sure, the big one. I guess her and Lash Legend are about the same height, but still. Why does that make you laugh?
One, he says.
the
big one.
In prison, you find the biggest motherfucker in there, and you pop him in the face with a microphone with the WWE logo on it.
Make sure the logo faces the camera, though.
Oh, yeah. The Canada? Yeah. The next thing was Solo versus Penta.
We already kind of talked about that beginning. There's not too much more to discuss.
Discussed at length. We're good.
Get well soon, Penta.
You can't even talk about the match that happened before, because nothing really happened other than that.
Get well soon.
Yeah, Solo will advance against... I was about to say Balzer. This is Gunther. Yeah. And next segment, Maxine Dupri. Basically was backstage talking to Adam Pearce. Why is Adam Pearce babying Maxine Dupri? Have you noticed that?
I did. That's his child. That's his
gimmick
precious,
now.
That's his precious girl. He's not gonna let anything bad happen to her.
Yeah, it's really weird. I don't like it.
It's fatherly. It's very.
I still don't like it. Like you're her boss. Why are you favoring her over other wrestlers? Loki protects her against Roxanne in this segment?
Yes.
Segment? I don't know why I said that.
Shout out Skye Blue.
I hope you get signed to AEW. I hope you get signed to AEW.
She'll never find this if I do.
You don't have the passwords yet. Anyway, but yeah, in that segment, basically, Zoe Stark came up to her, was like, "That's my belt." After a really long pause, by the way, that was really awkward. What?
Zoe Stark?
Is it not Zoe Stark? Oh my god, what's
Ivy Niles?
I think I wrote.
Did I write
Zoe Stark? I wrote Zoe Stark.
Shout out the Pure Fusion Collective, brother. They're going for that IC belt.
Oh my god, talking about lesbians, damn.
Crazy trance. Keep talking about the segment. Please keep
It's funny, Ivy Niles is not a lesbian. Wait.
But so
if she is,
is.
I confused them again.
You did.
I confused
Yes, you
them
did.
again.
More members of PFC. I didn't know you were such a big fan.
You know I wasn't. I hated it so much.
Shout out your favorite fan. I'm gonna get you a PFC merch.
They're
for
the worst
Christmas.
faction of all time.
I'm gonna get you PFC merch for Christmas.
Please don't. Anyway, Ivy Nile comes up and challenges Maxine for a chance at the title. And then Roxanne Perez and Raquel Rodriguez walk up, and Roxanne essentially seems to stake her claim to the title as well, before Adam Pearce, for some reason, decides to protect Maxine.
He's gonna punch Roxy in the face.
It looked like he was about to fucking deck Roxanne.
Roxanne?
Roxanne.
Wow. You love women's wrestling, huh?
I've said her name like 4 times and messed it up once-ish. Alright, anyway.
You know who to shout out.
No. No, I'm not giving into your gimmicks. And then we had the main event, which I wrote 1 sentence about.
That's probably all it was worth.
Yeah, you want to talk about it?
The heels won advantage in the men's war games.
Yeah.
Usos versus the Masturbators.
Logan Paul rolled up
Jimmy.
Yeah, probably. It was probably Jimmy, yeah.
It was Jimmy, I think.
Yeah, who else would take the pin in that match?
Not Jay.
Yeah. For some reason. But yeah.
That's Raw.
Yeah, that was Raw. Just out of 10, what would you give it?
It's not that it was a bad Raw, but like, I didn't feel I'd give it a 5.
5 out of 10?
It wasn't like a bad Raw, but like I didn't really feel one way or the other about it.
Yeah.
So I think like a 5 right in the middle is fair enough.
I only enjoyed one match? 2 matches. But one of them didn't have any really... You know what? I can't forgive there being no women's wrestling on it at all. So
Actually, yeah, wait.
I'm going to give it a 4.
I'm going to bump it down to a 4, too, because not only that, but it's been a pattern now for the past 2 shows.
Yeah.
Like, SmackDown has it already started or is about to happen?
It started. Yeah,
Yeah,
18.
SmackDown's already started. There better be a women's match.
Yeah. It's probably going to be one because of the War Games advantage. I don't know why I did that. Sorry. I know you're a teacher, I know it's...
It is triggering, yes.
Yeah, sorry. But, yeah. Women's wrestling, just do it. Tag team wrestling with actual tag teams would be nice, too.
Bring back the Fuego.
Yeah, our tag team champion.
Bring Skye Blue
AJ
to
Lee.
WWE. I know what the name of this episode is going to be.
Okay, so that is Monday Night Raw. That was our review. Now we're going to move on to Survivor Series War Games, which will be taking place this Saturday. Which
Tomorrow.
For us is tomorrow. By the time we post this...
By the time this gets posted, it'll probably have been like a week ago. A week or 2.
We're working on it. I hope that was all.
I hope they can see that.
We still don't know if they can see
Wait,
it.
I don't know. I don't. I haven't gotten there yet. I hope you...
Yeah. Wait. Let's do it one more time. Wait. This is very important. Do it one more time. Whoa!
Wow,
Anyway.
if you guys can't see this, we look stupid, and I'm keeping it all in.
Please do. But yeah, we're gonna move on to Survivor Series predictions, which we're just gonna... It's only 4 matches, so
Only 4 minutes.
it's not too much to
Can we
predict.
get the easiest one out the way for time's sake? 70 Baker versus Nikki Bella.
Yeah, Stephanie Becker versus Nikki Bella for the Women's Championship.
Stephanie should win. There should be no circumstance where Nikki takes this belt.
I agree. I 100% guarantee. Take that.
Yeah, I'm just going to hold this
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you. But I have Stephanie Baker winning.
And
then-
at some point, I will be making a championship belt for us to compete for. I just haven't gotten to it. But for now, for the crown. Let's just say it's for the crown for now.
Yeah. I already put it there.
Yeah. Alright, it's a prop now. There's not been anything sitting on this thing at all throughout the podcast.
Let's have this picture of Skye Blue.
And, yeah, just to get it out of the way, we're both going Stephanie Becker. Sorry.
Stephanie Velcro.
Shout out Nikki Bella. Oh my god, we should have known she was turning heel. What?
Shout out Nikki Bella.
Yeah, do you not remember what she called her?
I was talking about Naomi.
I know, but Nikki
Oh,
Bella...
I thought you were saying Nikki Bella said that.
But that was on purpose. Naomi did that on purpose. Nikki Bella on accidents called Stephanie Becker Stephanie Bakur.
It was something weird.
Bakwa?
It was Vakwa.
Vakwa.
Vakwe. No, it was Vakwe.
Vakwe.
Shout out Stephanie Vakwe.
Allegedly Hispanic Nikki
Nikki
Bella.
Bella.
Anyway, yeah. Do you want to... Let's start with a War Games match.
Okay, which one?
I like how we spent all this podcast saying, let's talk about women's wrestling, and then the Women's World Championship match, we just said, just get past it.
Not what, mind you, not our fault.
Not our fault.
Not our fault. We spent a lot of time in this podcast today talking about women's wrestling.
One in particular.
Shout out Skye Blue.
Shout out Skye Blue.
Put her up here.
Great wrestler.
Great wrestler. Leader of a division.
Yeah. Anyway.
I don't like how our chairs squeak when we talk.
Yeah, I'm trying not to move too much.
No, I'm sure this isn't really picking it up. I was just saying that just as a general comment. I don't like when we're talking about Skye Blue and our chairs squeak. It makes me upset.
The Women's War Games match is next between Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch, Nia Jax, Lash Legend, Asuka, and Kairi Sane in War Games. Jordan.
I thought long and hard about this. And it's tough for me to say this. No. Give me the heels.
Okay.
Give me the heels. And I'll go with a further predict. Give me Becky Lynch either pinning or submitting AJ Lee for the finish of the match.
I'll do this. If you want to predict something like that, I'll give you a +1 or a -1. If it doesn't happen, I'll give you a -1 point.
Okay, I was just saying it in general. It didn't even need to be brought, but
Okay.
I'm a gambling man.
Okay.
I'm a gambling man, so I'll add on the.
Okay.
Give me.
So say it one more time.
So give me for one prediction. Give me the heels,
Mm-hmm.
the women heels taking War Games, and give me the finish. Becky Lynch either pinning or submitting AJ Lee. I'm very unconfident with it because I'm gonna let you do your prediction first before I say anything.
Oh, I was gonna say, who do you think is entering first and who's entering last?
For each team.
Nah, I changed my mind. I'm gonna do it. I'm a liar. That's too much.
We could just say it. I'll just say for the
I have
women
no idea.
is harder. Yeah, for the women is I feel like for the men's is rather either. If I had to give a guess on who in the women's face team is going to come out is going to be first, I would say Alexa Bliss, with the last one being AJ Lee.
I think me and Joe both agreed on this. I think Rhea's coming out first.
I can see that she was the first one to come to my mind.
Rhea's coming out first. AJ's coming in last.
I said AJ last. For the heels, I have a Nia Jax potentially being a first.
God, that'd be terrible. Okay.
And especially with your predict, I could see them doing Rhea Nia. Or if they want to get crazy, let's maybe crown a new star.
Yeah.
Rhea Lash.
Yeah. I
But-
can see that. I feel like I always like to put the most capable wrestler to start,
Because they have to run the gauntlet.
and I would.
Well, if you're doing that, then Io would have to
Io
come after.
Asuka.
Oh, and give us a little sneak peek. I would pay money for that.
Oh yeah.
If
Oh,
Io and Asuka start this match off,
If Io and Asuka start this match off, we'll stay up to watch the next Japanese pay-per-view. I don't know.
We'll do it.
Dominion.
we will look it up and we will figure it out. We will figure it out. If Io and because I could sooner even see them doing recreating slightly like the Roman and Punk spot last year, and making it look like it's gonna be Asuka. Like Io's already in the ring, making it look like and then she's like Kyrie, and then sending
it has
Kyrie
been a
out,
thing, which would still be a big.
which would still be a bad.
Yeah.
If it's Io Kyrie, we will still stay up.
Oh yeah. Oh. As far as my prediction goes, I think we're gonna differ.
I think so.
I'm going the baby faces.
That's fair. It's hard not to. Listen to the names on the babyface team. Rhea Ripley, Io Skye, AJ Lee, Charlotte, and Alexa Bliss. It's hard to go against that. It's hard to bet against that. But
I can see them losing though.
I can see them losing. And I think I can see them they want to set up Becky versus AJ. AJ has already. There would be no point of a rubber match if AJ just beat her here.
Mm-hmm.
So I think they're going to have the baby faces lose. I think due to shenanigans. I think due to miscommunications either between Rhea. I can see the drama. Rhea and Charlotte getting some miscommunication, that leading to some drama between Charlotte and Alexa too, and then all of it just cascading down until Becky is able to get either that pin or submit onto AJ Lee. Ergo setting up a rubber match at say the Rumble or at Chamber, something like that.
Yeah.
That's why I'm taking the heels.
I think we're overlooking a possibility too
Hit me.
of it being very simple. The faces win and Lee just pins Kyrie.
It could very much be that.
Yeah. Sometimes it's really simple. Sometimes they don't
War
even go
Games is
for it.
often very simple.
Yeah. I'm gonna say, is it gonna be Lee or is it gonna be Rhea?
It would be
Ooh.
Rhea. If it was pinning Kyrie, it would be Rhea.
No, it'd be one of tag. Ooh.
Or
Unless they
it
want
would
to
be
tag.
Charlotta.
It would be one of Charlotte. Are they continuing their tag run?
They are. They're still
Do
the...
you think so?
I think they're set... The big payoff for it is going to be a breakup. That's going to break our hearts. And probably I could see a Mania program. It's going to break my heart. He doesn't like women's wrestling, so it's not going to break his heart.
I don't like when there's 2 stars in a tag team because it takes away from the actual tag team wrestlers.
Such as.
Women's tag team wrestlers are all in NXT.
There you go. There you go. I was like, no, please. Such as. He just doesn't like storytelling.
I meant general tag teams.
Oh.
Like, why does Dragon Lee and AJ Styles have the tag
Okay,
team?
see, now we're talking about the... Yeah, that's a whole different problem. And I agree with that problem. I hate when they just put 2 random stars together instead of just letting tag teams do what tag teams do.
Yeah.
But on the women's side, unless your name is NXT, we don't really got much.
Thea Hale and Joe Hendry in the women's tag team division.
And I would pop.
Yeah, I would too.
That's the iconic Thea Hale.
Yeah, I'm just gonna, since you put your money on the line and said Becky pins Lee, I'm gonna say Rhea pins Kyrie.
Not a bad prediction.
I don't believe in
both
it, but
of our predictions are not bad. I'm not confident in them because especially
right.
this has influenced my decision. This has influenced not only just the line of thinking I brought to you. Last year, both babyfaces team won.
Yeah, I definitely thought the same thing.
Last year, both
gotta keep them
babyfaces
the
won.
different, yeah. But WWE doesn't know structure.
No. They once a year is done, they forgot that year happened.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's do now. Wait for that to end.
No.
Okay,
In fact,
so
I'm gonna boost it.
okay, so next we have Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena for the Intercontinental Championship. Jordan.
I went first last time. Can you go first?
I'll go first. After the sip of brandless water.
No free promos here, bro.
Nah.
When I took a sip from my cup of Sprite, make sure to cover the logo.
You just said it.
Well, no, Sprite's fine. Sprite's fine. Shout out Sprite. I bet Sky Blue likes Sprite.
So, next match, John Cena versus Dominic Mysterio for the Intercontinental Championship. I'm gonna say...
Anything? Yeah, you see why I didn't want to go first?
Dominic Mysterio.
In my opinion, this is the hardest to predict match on the card. This is the hardest to predict match on the card. Cause let's not save face here. We all know who I want to say. Those who watched the last episode, you just know me. You know what I want to say.
Yeah.
And and allow me to elaborate on my part.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go with Dominic Mysterio.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with my... First off, all of you should know that that's my heart's pick. I want Dirty Dom to win. What makes this so hard is that it's Cena. This one... First off, the emotions have really been starting to hit lately. This is the second to last match we're seeing of John Cena.
Yeah.
I'm very happy that it's against Dom.
And I also won't see it live.
You're having a bad...
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to see John Cena's second to last or last match. And I also wasn't able to see John Cena's last Raw because rehearsals. Oh.
My position here, it's hard to say Dom just because it's Cena. It's second to last match. And obviously, it's such a big... Like, it would be such a big attraction to have him go into his final match as Intercontinental Champion. Especially because I see Gunther winning it. And, like, Gunther versus Cena for the IC title. I mean, come on. Like, yeah. Like, that's magic. And you're like, oh, but Cena just won it. But it's his second to last. And Cena...
Cena's not going to lose anything. He's fine.
He's
the greatest of all time.
Cena. He's the great... If Cena goes and loses his match tomorrow, like I hope he does, he's still John Cena. Now, mind you, I still think it works on the opposite way. I don't think Dirty Dom will suffer in a loss here. Because, mind you,
John Cena.
It's John Cena. But there have been people who have beaten Cena and suffer for it. Austin Theory, Solo Sikoa, took a big win over John Cena, did nothing with it.
I think it's because both of them weren't at the point where they should have been.
Where they should have been. Someone like a Dom, I can see due to some interference, not on Judgment Day, one of two things.
No interference.
No, please no. I see one of two things.
Mm-hmm.
I either see, which one do you want first, my hopeful answer or the realistic one?
Go hopeful.
My hopeful answer, that Cena's got him, maybe 5 moves of doom, setting it up. Watch me. Like, if Liv Morgan returns, y'all, the timeline is matching up. She's been out for a while. They've been teasing something. If Lillian Morgan, that's not her actual name, but if Lillian Morgan.
It's Gianna Daddio.
Yeah.
Oh, Daddio, yeah, because she likes to be called Daddy.
Hey.
She does. It's canon.
Hey. Shout out Liv Morgan.
We love women's wrestling.
Shout out
we
Sky
love
Blue.
graps.
Put a picture of Liv Morgan right here and Sky Blue right here.
Liv Morgan before she was in WWE. Or an Instagram picture. Anything that's not WWE brand.
No. Put an Instagram picture of Liv Morgan right there. Put one of Sky Blue right here.
On my face. I don't know if Joe will appreciate that. Anyway.
It's not for you.
And put it on your face. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I shouldn't have said that. Anyway,
all to say, my whole answer, Liv Morgan returns, costs Cena.
Yeah.
The more realistic answer is that Ray comes in and, in most likely reality, accidentally costs Cena. Or, you know what? If they want to say Ray has held on to some resentment all these years from Cena taking that title from him 1 hour. Only time Ray has held the WWE. If Ray wanted to get his little get back in San Diego, mind you, the 619, you're going to have a San Diego show without Ray on it at all?
Probably not.
So I see, due to some shenanigans, Dom taking the title.
Yeah, my thing mainly is Gunther beats Cena, because that's what I think is going to happen.
Oh, yeah, I think Gunther beats Cena.
Will they have Cena lose 3 times in his retirement tour? He put over Brock for some reason.
For what? But they also have, like, to start pretending that didn't happen.
Yeah, but it happened.
But it happened.
Then loses the IC title to Dom.
And
then loses to Gunther. Does that not devalue the win a little bit?
I think so, which is why
But
I'm not
also,
fully confident on it, because I do think Cena losing in his second to last match could make it, the person beating him for his last match could make it seem a little less special. Because I do think, I would say that earlier, but I do think Cena's losing his last match.
Yeah.
Cena's I see him as the kind of guy to go out looking at the lights.
But also, Gunther beats Cena, wins the IC title. Is that the level that you want the guy who retires John Cena to be? The IC title, where
no
he
disrespect.
already was.
Hey, y'all see this? No disrespect.
He was world champion.
But he was just world champ. One of the greatest IC title holders. Yeah. Longest reigning. Yeah. I can see Goons putting it back on.
What else can he do with it?
Lose it to Sheamus. That's it.
Oh my God.
Which
yes.
will be.
Oh my God.
Which is another reason I'm not confident on my pick. Because I can see a Gunther beating John for the IC title, holding it till Sheamus gets back, and finally losing it to Sheamus.
They never said how long he'll be hurt, did they?
No. And one more bout, losing it to Sheamus. If Sheamus didn't get injured, I thought it would have been as soon as WrestleMania.
Is that not a waste of John Cena's retirement
to
match?
build something else?
To build a match where an older guy beats the next younger talent? I don't know.
There's so many nuances.
Yeah, it's a tough one. We're gonna move past it.
We're gonna move past, but I think we both went Dom.
We both went Dom. Not super confident, but I do think it is the right answer. I don't know if
this guy just has prediction points on the line. I have fantasy wrestling points on the line too, because I was considering taking Dom and putting him on the bench for Survivor Series. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to.
Smart.
I'm going to take Asuka off though. I was like, one of those two is losing their match. Or both of them could lose their match, and I'm not going to risk losing that many points.
I still have Becky, and I'm not benching her. I'm leaving her in.
No, that's real. I think she's going to win. I'm telling you.
I think I'm going to be right. I'm going to be right somehow. I'm either going to be right here, or I'm going to be right.
And why I'm okay. Just a little strategy talk, then we'll get back to it. It's not even going to take me 30 seconds. Why I'm okay taking one of them off instead of leaving them both on though. No, I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to bench Dom and leave Asuka on.
Okay.
Because I'm more confident that the women's heels are going to win.
That's fair.
But the reason I'm okay doing that is because I have points to cancel it out. Ilya Dragunov's probably getting me points right now. I still think...
I hope he lost the title.
That's mean.
Sorry.
I still think the best overall...
Look, I drafted Becky, and then she immediately lost the Intercontinental title, so I don't want to hear it.
No, I just think I still had the best overall first pick. Ilya Dragunov.
Yeah, I was mad when I lost the first pick because I was probably going to pick Ilya.
Makes sense. But
yeah.
One last match.
The men's War Games match.
I actually feel confident about this one.
Between...
He has to look it up. He's not a real fan.
Fine. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, and Jimmy Uso versus Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, and Brock Lesnar. Was that everybody?
Yeah.
I was not paying attention. I was just naming names. But yeah, I'm not doing thumbs up. I'm not doing it. But yeah.
I told you a good job. You just didn't acknowledge it.
Oh, thank you for acknowledging me. Yeah, Jordan, who you got?
I got the heels.
Get the heels?
I got the heels.
Okay, team, what were they called? Masturbators?
Just call them the video. Oh my god!
Ah!
No!
Hogan jump scare, sorry.
It was Andre's butt in the camera. They were panning up to it. And that's what scared me, so...
No, racism scared me.
Well, it was either Andre's or Hogan's, but I don't know. It all happened so fast.
So either his ass or his racist side.
Yes. I was scared. I was frightened. But I got the heels. I think they do an opposition to last year's War Game, where both baby faces win. And I think it makes most sense for both heel teams to win this go around.
Got any bold prediction you want to add on to that?
I won't add this to my official prediction because I'm not confident on it at all.
Okay.
But it would be, I think Braun attacks Brock after the match, after they stand tall, setting up a match at WrestleMania.
Okay. No ideas on who might pin who or anything like that? If you say it, I'll add it.
Never mind then. Just no. I won't say he's not thumbsing you up. Oh, it might be this of how I'm holding the title.
Oh, you're holding the title. Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Sorry, it's recognizing greatness. But all I'm gonna say is Cody's. What I want to happen is for Drew to pin Cody, but I'm not predicting it.
That's fair. That's a fair thing to want, but it's not gonna happen.
Should.
So, my thoughts on War Games. Don't know if I have any.
And then I enter last second.
Do you put... Well, you did... So, both world champions are on one team.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to pin them for them to lose.
I offer you this, and I know I'm about to offer you this. Both women's world champion were on the same team last year. They lost.
Yeah. Neither of them got pinned.
Neither of them got pinned, but they lost.
Exactly.
You don't have to pin them.
Exactly. And there's a perfectly good Jimmy Uso sitting right there.
I was going to say, I'm not going to say who's going to take the pin, but just let you know, it's probably not Jay, it ain't Roman, it probably ain't Punk and Cody.
Well, Jay and Jimmy are like the clear ones to take the pin. The other three, they aren't taking a pin.
They're not taking the pin.
They're not taking a pin.
The only scenario they take a pin
is to each other.
is if McIntyre pins Cody, which they're too scared to do, or if
There's a Brock right there.
If Lesnar pins Cody or Roman.
Yeah.
And mind you, that's another reason like I said, I'm sure you're already getting your thoughts in. It's easy to go heels when they have a weapon called Brock Lesnar.
Yeah. He just beat Cena. That'd be a waste.
Just
but like you said, they're also trying not to acknowledge
They're trying not to acknowledge it happened, but he's also about to start feuding with Roman.
Yeah.
And probably Cody.
God, why?
If they do Cody Brock at WrestleMania, I'm going to lose my mind. But he's on the poster. He's going to be in one of those main events.
He is. Yeah, he is. Just put him against
As long as he doesn't win the Rumble or Chamber, I'm fine.
I'm not. I really just don't want to see him in a world title picture. Why?
Ever.
Okay, sorry, I just looked at Hulk Hogan and I don't like it. This is tough. This is real tough. But there's a reason I picked the baby faces for the women's, because I'm going to pick the heels here.
That's fair.
I'm picking the heels to beat Jimmy Uso specifically. Can I just make a bet on that? Just that Jimmy takes a pin? Actually, no. I'm not, because I don't think Jimmy's taking the pin.
Who you got? If you make a prediction about the pin, I'll make a prediction about a pin.
Okay, fair. I think it's going to be one of the champions. Roman won't do it. Roman will take a pin.
He's not taking that pin.
He should. That would be interesting.
But
he's not going to do it.
He ain't going to take it.
He doesn't care about interesting. I'm going to say... Logan Paul pins CM Punk.
Oh my! Oh, the internet would implode.
Yep.
The internet would implode.
Yep, it's happening though.
But they are setting up that feud.
They are.
The internet would implode. You know what? Out of respect to you, sir. Out of respect to you, you took one half of the masturbators. I'll take the other half.
Don't shake my hand while saying masturbator.
I'll take the other masturbation. Give me...
Let go of me.
No. Give me Drew McIntyre pinning Cody.
Okay.
You took one masturbating on the world champ. I'll take the other masturbating on the other champ.
I don't remember what you said. Drew McIntyre pinning Cody?
Yeah.
Okay, Drew pins Cody. Jesus. What are we doing? We're giving them ideas. Okay, so that is our official predictions. I don't know if you want to do graphics or you just want me to call it out.
Just call them out.
Alright, those are our predictions. We have, in the Women's War Games, I picked the babyface team with Rhea Ripley pinning Kairi Sane. Jordan picked the heels team with Becky Lynch pinning AJ Lee.
I said or submitting.
Pinning or submitting AJ Lee. Dominic Mysterio versus John Cena. I picked Dominic Mysterio, as did Jordan. Stephanie Vaquer versus Nikki Bella. We both picked Stephanie Vaquer. And in the men's War Games match, Jordan picked the heels team with Drew McIntyre pinning Cody Rhodes. And I picked the heels team as well with Logan Paul pinning CM Punk. That's it. Winner gets the crown, or if I create a championship belt, that too. Look at it shimmer in the ring light. It
just already feels nice. Sorry, sometimes when you're the business, you gotta just take the things that come to you, I'm not confident I'm gonna win this.
I'm not either, to be honest with you. But yeah, that'll do it.
That'll do it. And I think that's all for this week of BCW. You have anything you want to leave with our fans?
Wepa.
If I had anything to say, shout out Skye Blue.
Shout out.
Put a picture of it right here.
Don't put a picture of Skye Blue. Hey, we're gonna put random pictures of Skye Blue throughout the episode.
Oh, yes.
Let us know how many Skye Blues you saw. Count how many Skye Blues.
Count how many Skye Blues.
Put some random wrestlers in there just in case.
I'm gonna put Xylee. Brock Lesnar. I'm gonna put Brock Lesnar, but I'm gonna put him in blue shorts. Shout out Skye Blue.
Yeah,
put her right here.
Yeah, let us know how many Skye Blues you see in this video. Winner gets something.
Not Skye Blue.
Not Skye Blue.
That's reserved.
That's a person.
We went through different routes
That's a
there.
human being. We're not giving a human
Well, BC Dub is over and out. Well, what are you doing here?
You still work here?
You're alive? We're talking about
Put a
Chris
picture of
Benoit.
Tamina.
Picture of Tamina Snuka. And if I put a picture of Chris Benoit. Yeah, put a picture of Tamina Snuka right now.
She's never done nothing wrong.